What's up? This is Brett Vatesby in the video here, and today it's time for some 2022-2023 O-Phee-Chee hockey cards with Austin Matthews on the front. And we have 9 packs to go through here today with 8 cards in each pack, so let's get into it. I'm not going to take too much of your time here today, believe it or not. So, yeah, I've been wanting to get some more O-Phee-Chees recently for my collection, because I have so many of the upper decks. It's just I haven't really gotten to these ones, the other brands, which is like O-Phee-Chee and a few other ones. So let's jump into it and let's get started. Hope you guys are doing well with everything, and that you're having fun in your life. These are pretty cool looking packs. This is a nice green color here. That's what they look like. Austin Matthews. Yeah, if you see any O-Phee-Chee cards, pick them up. They're pretty nice. I think they do a good job with the O-Phee-Chee cards, personally. So let's jump into the first one. Push my water back here. We've got Ryan Donato from the San Jose Sharks. Let me move a little closer. Eetu Loisterainen, a Finnish player from the Florida Panthers, the defending Stanley Cup champions, 2024-2025 Stanley Cup champs. Here's Ilya Samsonov from the Washington Capitals. I remember when he was with the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think that was 2023-2024. Samsonov was with Toronto. Here's a marquee rookie, Colton Ross from the Tampa Bay Lightning. And here's another Pierre-Luc Dubois, but this time with the Winnipeg Jets. I have so many Dubois with Los Angeles, and now he's with the Washington Capitals. So he went from Columbus to Winnipeg to Los Angeles to Washington. Yeah, it would have been nice if he spent a little more time, like, in Winnipeg. I wish he would have stayed a bit longer, but because Winnipeg got Dubois for Laine and Roslovic, but I mean, Winnipeg did pretty good at the end of the day. They got Iafallo, Kupari, and Gallardi. Val Gallardi, Kupari, and Iafallo. And here's Nate Schmidt from the Vancouver Canucks. Is Gallardi, right? Gallardi? I think his name is Gallardi. How am I forgetting this? Val Gallardi? I have to check my phone or something. Val Gallardi, is it not? How am I forgetting this? John Gabriel Pageau from the New York Islanders. He used to play with the Ottawa Senators. Pageau. Yeah, these are some good ones to start off with here. And we've got Ryan O'Reilly from the Blues. I'm gonna have to check my phone now. Gabriel Velarde, that's his name. I didn't even check my phone, I just remembered. So funny. It's time to get into the second pack. Now, sometimes you gotta, like, get a little bit and pull. Some of these packs are sketchy because you can't really just rip them. Like, you have to get inside to be able to rip it like this. So that's just how it works, I guess. Either way, it's time for the second pack. Maxime Comtois from the Anaheim Ducks. I can't pronounce all these names incredibly well. Comtois. Joe Pavelski from the Dallas Stars. Here's a marquee rookie, Zach Jones from the New York Rangers. Whoa. We've got a Brady Tkachuk from the Ottawa Senators. The captain of... Well, he's the captain of the Senators, but in this picture he's the alternate captain. This is like a little ticket card. I don't know why it's smaller. That's interesting. I've never seen these before. It's like a little ticket card. So I'll throw that over there. Oliver Ekman-Larsson from the Arizona Coyotes. He's the captain here, actually. Ekman-Larsson. Yeah, probably one of the longer reigning Coyotes players that they had for quite a while, I would say, was Ekman-Larsson. Keith Yandel, like some of these kinds of players. They're going to throw another John Gibson at me, man. They just love throwing Gibson at me from Anaheim, the goalie. Man, Gibson is still the goalie for Anaheim? Hasn't that been, like, the same story for a long time now? Like, he has at least 10 seasons with Anaheim now. I think John Gibson. Yeah, it's been like 8 NHL seasons. And I think he's still with them, so it's probably been over 10 now. But yeah, it's like, I don't think Anaheim's had a very good season for a long time, and they've had the same goalie, same players, I think. But I just don't really follow them for the last little while. Adrian Kempe from the LA Kings. Here's Cody Glass from the Vegas Golden Knights. I'm starting to build up a pretty good Golden Knights collection now, so I'm happy about that. He was the first draft pick from Vegas, actually, Cody Glass. They took him in the first round. Yeah, he's from Winnipeg. But yeah, now he's actually playing for the team, so that's pretty cool. Cody Glass. That's a good one to have. Okay, pack number 3. Yeah, see, like I said, you might be able... Yeah, see, sometimes you can, like, just rip it like that, right off the bat. And then, yeah, I usually just get him out like that. Here's Jacob Silverberg from the Anaheim Ducks. Matthias Ekholm, the alternate captain of the Nashville Predators. Here's a Kirill Kaprizov, League Leaders card, the Minnesota Wild. Yeah, I've got a few of these guys already, like Kaprizov, John Gibson, like some of those players. I have quite a few cards for them already. Here's another ticket little card. It's Victor Hedman, the alternate captain from the Tampa Bay Lightning. Yeah, these are interesting. Like, I've never had slim cards like this before. These are going to be interesting ones to put in the collection. Martin Nikis or Nikis? I can't remember. I've heard his name before, I just can't remember how you say it. Nikis? Martin Nikis. We'll go with that name. Joel Eriksson Ek. Yeah, see, some of these players are a little bit newer. I might not know them as well. Yeah, he's from Sweden. Jesper Fast from the Carolina Hurricanes, and then he eventually went to the Rangers, or he played for the Rangers first. Yeah, he played for the Rangers first, and then he went to the Hurricanes. And it's another grade 8, Alexander Ovechkin, the Capitals captain. Another O-Phee card. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're just throwing O-Phs at me. Upper decks, O-Phee-Chees, whatever it is, man. They're just throwing me O-Phs like crazy. Well, I'm certainly happy with all of these so far. Here's a Jack Roslovic from the Columbus Blue Jackets. That's a good one to have too. He was traded from Winnipeg to Columbus with Patrick Laine for Dubois. So now we've got a Roslovic and a Dubois. Ah, beautiful. Another Winnipeg Jets card, Neil Pionk. Yeah, I'm really happy with these so far. I'm getting some players from teams that I needed, like Winnipeg and even Columbus. And yeah, some players that I was missing. Here's a rookie season review, Tim Stützle from the Ottawa Senators. I still remember when he was drafted to Ottawa, Alex Trebek was on there, and he made the selection for Ottawa. That was pretty cool, actually. Tim Stützle. I think he's German. Yeah, he's from Germany. It's a pretty cool card. Chris Kreider from the New York Rangers. He's been with the Rangers for a long time, actually. Chris Kreider. Here's a Roman Josi from the Nashville Predators, the captain. Here's Sean Monahan when he was the alternate captain of the Calgary Flames, and now he's with Columbus. He would have been playing with Johnny Gaudreau. Yeah, it's pretty... I feel old when I see Monahan with the Flames, because it didn't feel like it was that long ago when Monahan was, like, just starting out with Calgary. Here's Bo Horvat. He was the captain of the Vancouver Canucks. I don't think he's with the Canucks anymore. I think he's with the Isles. Yeah, Bo Horvat. He's with the Isles now, I think. Yeah, so some of these cards are a little bit older. And from the Pittsburgh Penguins, Zach Aston Reese. Yeah, that's going to do it for that one. Yeah, I'm happy already. Whenever I get more hockey cards, it's always a good day, honestly. I know, I'm funny. So funny. From the Dallas Stars, Jason Dickinson. Nino Niederreiter from the Carolina Hurricanes. Now he's with the Winnipeg Jets. I think he also played for Minnesota. Yeah, the Wild. And also the Islanders too, actually. And we got another Vegas Golden Knights player, Alec Martinez, the alternate captain. Yeah, I'm glad that I'm getting more of these Golden Knights players. I still need to get a Marc-Andre Fleury, though. And another one, man. Pietrangelo, the other alternate captain, like, they're just throwing these Golden Knights players at me, which I really needed anyways, like I said. The alternate captain from the Chicago Blackhawks at one time, Patrick Kane. Tyson Yost from the Colorado Avalanche. Nico Hischier, the captain from the New Jersey Devils. He was the first overall draft pick in 2017, back when I was on YouTube every day. And a Detroit Red Wings card, Robbie Fabry from Detroit. Okay. Yaroslav Halak from the Boston Bruins. I didn't even know he was with the Bruins. I remember Halak when he played for the Canadiens back in the 2010 playoffs, when Montreal had a really good run. And then he was traded to the Blues and then the Islanders. Yeah, Canadiens, Blues, Islanders. I played a little bit for Washington after St. Louis, and then he played for the Isles and then the Bruins. I didn't even know he was with the Bruins. And the first overall draft pick from 2021, I think it was, Alexis Lafreniere from the Rangers. Yeah, he was the first overall draft pick in 2021, I think it was, or it might even been longer than that, like 2019, who knows anymore. I'm getting too old for this stuff. Yeah, he was the first overall, and a little while ago. Yeah, I think it was 2020, it looks like. So, like, the pandemic era. Here's a logo card. It's a Team Checklist Colorado Avalanche card. I really like these logo cards. I got a few of them. I got one for the Nashville Predators from the 2009 to 2011 season. And then I got a Vancouver Canucks one from my pre-lockout collection, so yeah, I really love getting these logo cards. They're pretty cool. From the Edmonton Oilers, the alternate captain, Darnell Nurse. From the Vancouver Canucks, Brandon Sutter. From the St. Louis Blues, David Perron. From the Buffalo Sabres, Tage Thompson. Yeah, we got a lot of Buffalo guys in the last video. And maybe a little bit more of a controversial player right now, the former goaltender from the Philadelphia Flyers, Carter Hart. Canadian goaltender, but he is involved in a lawsuit right now, I think. Tyler Bozak from the St. Louis Blues. And from the Edmonton Oilers, one of their former goaltenders, Mikko Koskinen. This is actually my second Koskinen. Yeah, it's funny because he's an older goaltender, and he played a season for the Islanders, I think, 2011. And then he had a gap in his career for like 8 years, and then the Oilers signed him. So he was the starter for a little while with Skinner, Stuart Skinner. A marquee rookie, Grigory Demisenko. We have a marquee rookie Florida Panthers card. Grigory Demisenko. From Russia, of course, that's why I can't pronounce his name. William Carrier from the Vegas Golden Knights. Man, this is so good for my Vegas Golden Knights collection. Now I just need a Marc-Andre Fleury, man. Anthony Beauvillier. Man, I just can't pronounce names today. Anthony Beauvillier from the Isles. The Isles. Drew Doughty, the alternate captain from the Los Angeles Kings. Another Isles card, Casey Cizikas. Another Isles, Matt Martin. That's going to do it for that pack. Alright, we got 2 more packs to go, and then we're done for the day. Yeah, there you go. From the San Jose Sharks, Mario Ferraro. We've got a checklist. It's just a checklist card. So it just tells you what all the checklist cards are. McDavid, Panarin, Ovechkin. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Joe Thornton when he played for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I didn't even know he played for... Oh yeah, I guess I do kind of remember. Thornton played a season, I think, for the Maple Leafs. Like 1 season. Of course, he played for the Sharks for most of his career, and then before that, Boston. Like before the lockout. A Colorado Avalanche, Philip Grubauer, O-Phee-Chee card. Again, he played for the Windsor Spitfires in the juniors. And now he's with Seattle. Philip Grubauer. Yeah, I've got a couple of Grubauers. Oh no, another one of those ticket cards. Nils Höglander. From the Canucks. Yeah, those are interesting cards there. Jake Gensel from the Pittsburgh Penguins. Tom Wilson from the Washington Capitals. And Joel Farabee from the Philadelphia Flyers. Farabee. Alright, so we are down to the last one of the video, pack number 9 of 9. Yeah, once again, I know I've said this with quite a few of these videos, but I'm pretty satisfied with what I got here today from these O-Phee-Chee packs. Alexander Radulov from the Dallas Stars. He used to play for the Montreal Canadiens. Radulov. Another Vegas Golden Knights, man, Ryan Reeves. I got like a whole page of Golden Knights in this video. That's so awesome. Jake Allen, the goaltender for the Montreal Canadiens. Yeah, it's always nice to get Montreal cards. It's nice to get Winnipeg cards, like any of the Canadian teams, really. Well, I'm definitely happy with that one. A Winnipeg Jets logo card. Yeah, that's beautiful. Because I have the Winnipeg Jets in my 2020 to 2024 collection. Like the pandemic era, basically. And then my 2012 to 2019, when they came over from Atlanta, so it's mostly like the Atlanta players that I have, like that were playing for Winnipeg at the time, like Pavelec, Enstrom, Ladd, Bufflin, Burmistrov. I have a lot of those cards, so that's pretty cool. I'd like to get more of them too. Blake Wheeler, Patrice Bergeron, the captain of the Bruins. He retired a few seasons ago. Bergeron. Yeah, it was last season or the season before. I think it was 2 seasons ago when the Bruins they lost to the Panthers in the first round. And I think the Bruins had won the President's Trophy and they had like the best NHL season in history of any team. Barzal from the Isles. Man, they are not disappointing today. Another Grubauer from the Washington well, he did play for the Capitals at one time, but he's with the Avalanche here. Yeah, I think I've got 2 or 3 Grubauers now. And Jamie Benn, the captain from the Dallas Stars. And there might be another one. No, that's it. Yeah, that's it for the video. So, there you have it. Once again, I'm really happy with the 2022 O-Phee-Chee cards here today. That's pretty much going to do it for me in this one. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. There's going to be more videos coming up pretty soon, like I said. So, hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed seeing my beautiful face, and I'll see you again next time.